it's a start for a kite as Olympic sport. What exactly we should call it? The kite surfing, kiteboarding, kiteboard racing?
You know, I frankly don't think it matters what we call it. I think it matters what we're doing out there. You know, kiteboarding has been sort of the term from the get-go. But I know we're trying to stay as true to the Corinthian spirit of sailing, kiteboarding, kite racing.
You are a very experienced windsurfer and a kiteboarder as well. You are in kiteboarding since the beginning of its times. What do you like about one sport and what do you like about another?
Well, for me personally, I was a 19-year windsurfer when I saw my first picture of kiteboarding in late 1996, and I was just kind of looking for the next thing. And kiteboarding sort of represented a three-dimensional species of windsurfing, and that three-dimension has sort of blossomed into many different aspects inside of kiteboarding, one of which is the most compelling to me is the racing, because it creates an actual metric, some way for us to measure ourselves against each other as competitors, rather than being in an environment where kiteboarding has historically been subjective and judged by others, which can always be sort of a cloudy outcome.
What is the small thing that matters and makes the champions?
It's a sum of parts. So everything from your fins to your boards, to your lines, to your kite, to the way you're standing on your board, to what you're doing with your sheeting system and where you're pulling your bar. So, you know, it's really hard to peg one single particular item that is making people win. But you add up that sum of parts that ends up being a very strong package, and then it's down to the sailor himself or herself. You know, boat handling is critical. If someone's doing a regular tack as opposed to a roll tack, they're going to win out by 10, 20 feet. You multiply that by 6 tacks during a race.
Kiteboarding is in the beginning of its Olympic path. Where do you see kiteboarding in 3-4 years when it should go to the Olympics?
Well, that's a very good question, and I think at this point it's unclear. And I really hope that we don't see the same thing happen in kiteboarding that happened in windsurfing, where we're beholden to a one design situation. I mean, I think the box rule is good, and it still allows there to be development in the technology, because I guarantee you one thing: what we're riding here at this event today will be very different from what we're riding in the Olympics, or what they are riding in the Olympics in 2016. So I think it's critical that we don't stunt the development of the technology, because kiteboarding is the fastest sailing sport out there, with the exception of maybe the cats. But it's competitive with that, and it's affordable related to that. So
you are saying you are giving up already on your Olympic hopes, because you said that the others. Why not you?
I'm not giving up on my Olympic hopes. I'm just trying to be realistic with myself. I'm going to be an old man when the Olympics are in 2016, and you know, you see it already. The announcement of it being an Olympic sport, it's just flooding with people who are doing windsurfing campaigns. They want to get in and do it, and you know, people from all over the world and all over the United States are wanting to get into the high-end racing. So there's going to be more competition coming. It's, you know, it's just not going to stop, and I'm not going to kid myself.